Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we are doing another Fantasy Avengers team video, I guess. So, like I said in my previous video, which you can see up here if you're interested in Western fantasy, I was on r/fantasy, a very good fantasy subreddit, where someone asked if you were to pick across the fantasy world a group of people to do battle, who would you pick? And I took it to mean if you could make your own Avengers team with, from this group of people, who would you pick? And I did it for Western fantasy. Like I said, it was a pretty fun video. I enjoyed myself doing it, and I'm going to do one for manga now. I will also do one for light novels. I do want to keep them separate because, that way I can get another video, and a lot of characters that are in light novels are not in manga and vice versa. So, we have two rules here. One is that you can only pick 6 characters. This excludes familiars or familiar-like characters. So if you want to pick Natsu, you can bring Happy, and he won't take up one of your character slots because he's not as familiar. The other thing is that you have to assume that their powers will work fine anywhere they find themselves, even if it's not on their own world. So we're going to have 6 characters. Now, there's 2 ways to go about this. You can go overpowered as hell, which means just pick people from the big 3 and Goku, or like someone from Dragon Ball, which if I was to do that, I would pick Goku, Naruto, Sasuke, Luffy from One Piece, and Zoro. But that's really boring because that's really easy. Like, they would beat everyone and it would not require any special, time or effort to do it, because all of those characters are super overpowered, right? So what we're going to do instead is we're going to try to limit our choices to 1 character per manga series, and we're going to try to be as diverse as possible. I do want to kind of have people that can focus on strategy, people that can focus on long-range attacks, people that can focus on mid-range and short-range attacks, and, leadership and stuff like that. But it's not that serious, right? So I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you do, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think you would pick. Who would you pick to assemble your own Manga Avengers team? So I would personally pick Goku as my number 1 pick. I think he's essentially manga Superman, and with that, he is able to do a lot of stuff. He has long-range attacks in the Kamehameha wave, and he also has very strong melee attacks. He's also really fast, really strong. So overall, he's a powerhouse, very good to have on your Avengers team. Now, the second person is the person that's going to take up my strategist spot, and I would say Light Yagami. And I picked Light over L because Light has a lot more grit. He's more willing to do the bad things that are necessary in order to deal with whatever he has to deal with. Plus, with the Death Note, he has assassin-like capabilities, or capabilities similar to, or that do the same thing as if you had an assassin character. Plus, if he can convince Ryuk to fly him around, he might actually have more mobility. And he has a good amount of brain power, so he should be able to strategize for the whole team. Now, my next character is going to be kind of the person that will bring the heart and the connection to everyone, right? So everyone can be part of the team instead of just like a random group of people. And I think Saint Seiya, or Pegasus Seiya, or whatever his actual name is, Seiya from Saint Seiya, is my third pick, the guy who's going to bring the team together. I really like his powers as well. I think the whole idea of drawing your power from your connection to a celestial body is really interesting. I like his attacks. He's a really quick, fast on his feet type of fighter. I think he uses boxing moves. I can't remember. He does the thing. He punches, and it's like, Pegasus Meteor or something like that. I can't remember. I only know it in Spanish, so I'm assuming that that's what it is in English. He has armor, so he can take more punches, and he's basically at the strength of one of the top types of knights in Saint Seiya, even though he has one of the shittiest armors, or like the lowest level armor. So he's OP ish, kind of. Plus he can call on a different armor besides the one he has for Pegasus. I think he can call on the Sagittarius armor, which is a gold armor. So it's one of the most powerful ones. Next character is Urza Scarlet. She'll bring a lot of sense of justice to the team. She is a very justice-oriented person. And she will also allow the team to have someone they can rely on that's overpowered, but not as overpowered as Goku. So she and Goku can probably balance out the fighting if it's necessary, assuming that they have to fight people of equal or greater power than Goku. Plus, her powers are very versatile because she can basically pick an armor that fits the situation. If they're fighting in a very hot place, she can wear a bikini armor or whatever, and if they're fighting against fire, she can wear the Fire Empress armor or the Fairy Empress armor or whatever type of armor she needs. Next, we have Levi, who from Attack on Titan, who is going to bring a sense of order to the team, a lot of military precision, and he's going to help curtail a lot of the behavior of a lot of the other characters because they're kind of crazy. And someone a little bit more normal or a little bit more serious would balance them out quite a bit. Plus, he has maneuver gear, and that's really cool. And last but not least, Todoroki. Now, I picked Todoroki because he's the only character I could think of that had defensive capability, beyond just like being able to take a hit themselves. I mean, like someone that can provide defense for other people. His ice barriers are very, very good. Assuming he can control a lot of them to function as defense, which is pretty awesome. Very good. So that's a pretty rounded team, I would say. I mean, most of the focus is on melee fighting, mostly because most shonen focuses on melee fighting. So that's it for me. Those are my 6 characters. To recap, it's Goku, Light, Seiya, Urza, Levi, and Todoroki. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm almost to 200 subscribers, so that'd be super awesome if you guys help me reach it. And if we are already over 200, thank you guys very much for watching and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Please let me know what you guys would pick as your Fantasy Avengers team or your Manga Avengers team, because it's a really fun, kind of easygoing conversation. So I would really appreciate it. Now, that's it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys later.